Hey all viewers and viewesses, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to So You're Being Hunted. This is something like episode 227, is that right? Have I got that right? It's either that or 228, one or the other. But my goodness, we are back here and, oh man, where do I start? Where do I begin? So much has happened over the last few days as of when I record this. Of course, I don't know when this will actually go out on the channel. By the time it does, things I'm about to relate to you, these won't be recent events. They'll be at least a few days old. But, obviously, I'll have put, by now I will definitely have posted that update video for August, basically explaining where I've been the last sort of week or so, why I haven't been uploading, why there was that period where I just didn't seem to be doing anything. I completely forgot that I had this stuff badger in my bloody inventory. What am I even doing with that? You see, it's been quite a number of days since I actually last recorded an episode of Sir. That's the thing, when you load up the game and you go to the load screen where it has, your list of games that you've got, it obviously tells you the date and time of when you last played. And the date for when I last played Sir was 12th of July. Obviously, it's now August. So, as of when I record this, it's been less than a month, but by the time this goes out, we'll see. I don't know. It may have been almost a month, maybe even a month itself. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm trying to remember where I was up to. Obviously, I was doing the Memorial Tour Challenge. I was here on the South Island. I do have a few... a couple of marks down for places that I've already been, so obviously I don't need to investigate those. I was looking for churches, wasn't I? Because I wanted to look at the gravestones, but I feel like there weren't really any on this particular island, because this one over here didn't have any graves, did it? I think that's right. I have a torch there, let's use that. Let's also just get a screenshot of that like that. Just can use that for a thumbnail and what have you. But yes, oh man, it's good to be back into the swing of things, recording, things like that. Because obviously, as of when I record this, the last sort of week or so, week and a bit, it's been pretty busy. I've been moving into my new apartment, my new flat, and just basically getting all my stuff in, getting settled in. As of when I record this, I technically don't yet have my internet router set up. All I have basically to go on in terms of internet is my smartphone and a USB cable. But of course that's no good for uploading stuff to YouTube or anything like that, because of course if I was to do that it would use up my data allowance within mere seconds. So yeah, that's why I've not been uploading. But yes, I'm not going to say, well, like I said pretty much in the update video, I'm not going to say here where I am now, other than obviously I had to move quite a fair distance across England. I was previously living in Northwest, not far from the city of Lancaster. I'm now living much further down south in a county called Wiltshire. I'm not going to say whereabouts in Wiltshire though, just for privacy reasons, because it's all part of my mystique, my non-existent mystique, shall we say. But yes, I'm going to freaking dump this bloody badger. I don't know why I'm carting that around. Seriously. Just make some space for it. Oop. There we go. Sorry, Mr. Badger, you're going to have to go. Brock, old boy. Right. So, did I search out this island fairly... I don't know, did I search out most of this island and come to the conclusion that there really wasn't all that much here? I'm trying to cast my mind back to the previous episode. Of course, that was recorded on the bloody 12th of July, so my memory of that is completely gone by now. But yes, of course, getting back to the topic at hand, my moval, it's been good, It's been a lovely experience. The drive down, actually, from County Lancashire to Wiltshire was actually, well, obviously it's a long drive anyway, 4 hours or more. If it's if traffic's heavy, it can probably be anything up to 5 hours. But when I drove down, wasn't too bad. Got from A to B pretty well. I say pretty quickly, but within the sort of in around about 4 hours. That's what I'm trying to say here. I keep correcting myself. Yes. So luckily for me, the traffic wasn't particularly heavy. Yes. And the thing is, that's 4 hours with a stop at Strensham Services on the M5 motorway. So yeah, if I hadn't stopped at Strensham, and there's a good chance really that I could probably have actually made it in slightly under 4 hours. But the thing is, long drives like that, you kind of have to divide them up. You do kind of have to take breaks from time to time, otherwise they do get pretty ridiculous. Because that's the thing, driving on motorways, when you got to stay alert all the time with all the cars and vehicles around you. And of course, if it's sunny weather and the sun's kind of beating down on you through the windscreen, all that concentration makes you tired actually very quickly. You sat in that same position for so long that your body actually kind of tires out. Did I check out this memorial here? Let's have a look. Victims of the Black Oil Plague. That sounds familiar, and I think some of these names are familiar as well. Yeah, I think we've seen Victims of the Black Oil Plague. Yeah, I'm starting to increasingly think that it may be the case that we've actually already checked out most of what this particular island has to offer. So maybe what we should do is get back to the centre island, pick out another island, go there and start exploring that one to see if that one has any kind of interesting stuff on it, whether that's graveyards or memorials to events which we've not read about yet. Whew. So how obviously you guys are all doing out there watching this? Hope you're all doing well as well. Hope life's treating you well. One thing I will say, of course, about my move down south, my new job, which I was offered in mid-July, which I accepted and which I moved down here for, is, as when I record this, I've already had my first couple of days there, and it looks very promising. So, yeah, it's basically, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of pheasants all at once, but it's basically, similar to what I was doing up at Lancaster, so academic position, teaching, except it's a bit more prestigious, because at Lancaster I was just, part-time, and I was just classed as a teaching assistant. All I would do is just, convene a few undergraduate seminars each week. This time, however, my official title is Teaching Fellow. So I've got a sort of 1-year contract to teach at this institution where I'm now based at. And it looks interesting. And the field of, the subject area that it's in is very much up my kind of street. So, like future of conflict, maritime power, use of military force, and international relations, basically. So it's all very, very interesting, like I say, right up my kind of intellectual alley. It's very good stuff. So, the official kind of teaching duties themselves haven't started yet, even though, so actual kind of seminars, things like that, they're not scheduled to begin until, I think it's the 20th of August. So maybe by the time this video goes out, depending on, when it goes out, I may have started those, or it may go out a few days before I do, who knows. But we'll see, yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to them. They promise to be very, very interesting. So I'm already signed up onto the online portal for this institution where I'm now working at. I've had a chance to go over some of the materials for the courses that I'm going to be teaching on, and they all look fairly straightforward. Thing is though, there's actually a lot of information that the administrators and fellow teaching staff at this institution have actually provided on the online portal. So, thing is, in terms of actual seminar planning and things like that, I may not even need to do that much, because some of the kind of seminar rundowns that they've provided for various sessions are actually really detailed. And so all I'd need to do is just print them off, take a look over them, make a few notes of my own, and then I'm ready to go, pretty much. So that's good. So I'll obviously, be doing my formal teaching stuff, and in between those, hopefully, I'll be continuing on with some research work of my own. Because the thing is, I've got an ongoing project with several colleagues at Lancaster, which I've been working on for quite a while, and I really need to get back to that, because we were working on a joint paper, which we've not worked on for a while now, and I really need to get back to it, because I promised I would. And I need to get back to it, because we've got a draft article, it just needs a bit of tweaking, and then submitting for peer review, see if we can get it published, Yeah, and of course in the meantime I've also got some proposed articles and things of my own, some basic ideas for things that I can work on myself, so individual kind of projects, mostly concerning, of course, my primary research interest in kind of maritime strategy and maritime security. So I'll definitely, if I get the chance, well, not if, but, I will be working on those as soon as possible. And, fingers crossed, I might see if I can try and get something published. That's the thing about academia as a career. The general kind of advice always is, if you want a successful career in academia, especially at the early stages, you've got to try and get things published in kind of peer-reviewed international journals. You've got to get yourself to kind of academic conferences, get presenting, so you can show examples of impact and engagement, things like that. You've got to be able to show those kind of things on your CV. Otherwise, your academic career won't really take off. So, I've got a year of hard work ahead of me. But as long as I can, balance that and find a little bit of spare time for a bit of YouTubing, then that'll all be good, Okay, we're going to the East Island next. Let's see what we've got on here. The thing is, I'm thinking about doing this as part of a big recording session. Oh, Jesus, this jetty extends quite far out from this particular island, doesn't it? What's going on over there? Bloody hell. But yeah, I think I might try and record maybe about, well, counting this episode, maybe about 3 episodes for Sir, just so I've got plenty of footage to be working with in the meantime. Should be very, very good. Yeah, so there we are. I've been having a few little recording sessions in my early days down here at my new flat. Recorded some episodes, of course, for RTCW, recorded a few for Alice as well. That's good. Now I'm on my Sir recording session. I'll have to do a recording session as well for Doki Doki Literature Club at some point, because at the moment I think I've only got episode 5 of that saved on my computer that's yet to upload. So I'll probably need to record some more episodes of that fairly soon. Yes. And of course Danganronpa actually as well, Danganronpa 2. I'll need to get back to that as well. So yes. Whew, okay, just going to pick up some ammo there. Does anybody see any... Oh, hang on, there's a memorial stone over there. Should have looked behind me. I probably actually did look straight at that and just completely blanked it because I was so busy looking in doorways and yammering on about various things. I wasn't paying attention properly. Now, is this something we've already seen before? Marmalade famine, I think we've seen this before. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of familiar names here. I think, by the looks of it, we found all the different kind of templates of memorial stones that are generated in this game. So I think from here on out, it's going to be a simple search for churches and graveyards, and possibly also castles, because castles, of course, have the blue plaques inside them. Did I set a biome to generate with castles? God, I can't remember, because it's been so long, hasn't it? Yeah. I can't even remember whether I did. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, well, tell you what, I'm thinking actually I might wrap this episode up here. Okay, so this was episode 227, if I'm not mistaken, of So You're Being Hunted with me, General Red Strategist. I'm now down south, set up in my new flat. It's good to be back into the swing of things. Absolutely lovely. Of course, I hope you're all doing well out there as well, everyone. So once again, of course, thank you for your patience over the last week and a bit of, probably checking out my channel just to find there's no uploads. The reason, of course, for no uploads is because I was moving and getting set up in my new abode, my new base of operations, everybody. So yeah, did I save? I did save there. There we go. So yes, if you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the video description as always. You all know the drill with those. If you're interested in seeing me react to / watch / review anime content, go check out General Red Propagandist, my second channel. Link in the video description as well, or you can find a link to it on the Strategist channel main page over on the right. It's up to you. If you're interested in that, go check it out. It's worth a visit, even though I don't update it very frequently. Well, than that, thank you everybody. Hope you'll join me for the next episode, and this is General Red signing off. Goodbye all. Oh, got him. Shit. Get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out. No, I'm gonna die. Ah! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh, shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. No. No, 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 no. Holy crap. This area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my... What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit! Whoa, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?